Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Chat with Momvestor. I'm Carine.
And I'm Nike.
We are the NCTL Group.
And the Momvestors.
And the Momvestors, of course. We are the Momvestors of the NCTL Group. What did we talk about last session again, sis?
Why do we always do that? We always go.
Yeah. For someone watching this, we always want them to have a little bit of context so that they don't just jump into the thing and they're kind of lost. So we always like to do a little bit of recap, like Netflix episode. You always have a recap.
Previously on Chat with Momvestor. Last week, 2 weeks ago, we spoke about the amount to offer on a land or a property when you're buying it for the purposes of land development.
Yes.
And when we were talking about that last week, 2 weeks ago, we understood that, the basics of land development had not yet been spoken about. We were more focused on the numbers of, what should your maximum purchase price be when you're looking at a land development potential of a property that is listed on realtor.ca or on Facebook or Kijiji, wherever.
Yes.
And because prior to that, we had discussed how much you should offer when you're buying your first investment property. Yes. So we wanted to tie that to what we do at NCTL Group, which is mainly multifamily development.
Excellent. Thank you, sis. Yeah, so tonight we're going to answer the question, how do you know? Because we get that question a lot. People ask us, when you look at that property, and we buy we buy single family homes like any other buyers. Mm-hmm. And the question is, how do you know when you look at that property that you're looking at putting an offer on, how do you know it's a good property for land, for an infill? Mm-hmm. How do you know that it will suit your strategy of redeveloping it, increasing the density to make it a multifamily? So we will answer that question tonight. We will walk you through our thought process when we look at such a property, like we're looking at a single family home.
Mm-hmm. Or semi-detached, whatever property that has a land potential.
So, let's go, sis. Let's go.
So how do you even know? How do you know that you should even be thinking about, can I redevelop this land? Is your land even redevelopable, if that's a word?
Yeah, no, that's a good starting point. So I'm gonna start with that, and then my sis is gonna get more into sharing a little bit her screen and kind of a practice. Mm-hmm. The theory is that when we look at a for sale, so let's say property is for sale on realtor.com, online, like anyone. Mm-hmm. We, based on our experience now, we have certain criteria. We have certain lot size, width, and depth that we will be like, okay, we are not even looking at lot under those under these sizes. Mm-hmm. We have a minimum lot size, and we also have certain area. We do our infill projects mostly in Ottawa, and we have certain area that we target based on what we know the city has a need for. So, and how do we know? The city, you should follow the news, the latest information from the city of Ottawa. They are very transparent on what they're expecting the city to look like in terms of infill or housing in general. So you follow that and you go to any, they have some consultations. For example, the new bylaw that was recently approved by the council, they did multiple consultations. So when you go to those meetings, you will know. You can, that's your opportunity to ask question, and eventually you will understand the areas where the city of Ottawa wants more density. So we will focus on those kind of area. And so I say area, lot size. And as we are focusing on this area, we will go deep into the detail now and looking within those areas, what is the zoning? Because we have, again, a criteria in terms of number of units for our project, because we always want to have some affordable units in our project. So it's important for us to have a certain number of units for the project to be financially viable, including affordable units. That makes it that we have to be able to build certain number of units. We have a threshold. So and in order to do that, we will look at the zoning within the area. Now we will go and look at those lots with the specific size in the specific area that we would have, or neighborhood that we would have picked based on where we know the city wants some intensification. We will then look at the zoning. The zoning will tell you what is allowed, what the city allow you to build in terms of number of unit. And then this is mostly, I would say, the main criteria for us to start even looking at a lot. And this is very quick. You can do that my sister is going to show you. You can do that in 5 minutes. All you need is an address. And once we've done that, then we can say, okay, is it worth pursuing? Is it worth putting an offer on before we get into the due diligence mode? Did I miss anything, sis?
No, I think you covered it all. And, just a quick definition, we talk a lot about increasing density, intensification. So when we say increasing density, it's basically us transforming that single family or duplex or a semi-detached that was already on that land. The density increase is us transforming that one block building into multiple units. So that's basically us increasing the density. That means it goes from a single family home to, in our case, in one of our projects, it went from a single family home to now a 28 unit apartment building. So that is what my sister is talking about when she's talking about the increasing density. Okay, so I think we can share how we even find this information, everything that my sister just discussed. It's all public information. It's all out there. Like she said, the city is very open in those terms, and you're able to see, how you're able to look at an address yourself to see what the zoning in that area is and what is permitted to be built in the area and all of that. So
whatever we're going to share now in the screen is specific to the city of Ottawa. That being said, there are similar tools on other cities. I know what we have here is definitely available in Alberta or even in Toronto. So just don't focus on the fact that this is Ottawa. Focus on the thought process.
Can you see my screen all right,
yes,
sis?
I can see your screen. What is that? What is that you're sharing with us?
One second. I want to make sure that you... 1 second.
I see the right screen, sis.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's start again. So for us, because we're in Ottawa and our development projects are in Ottawa for now, for Ottawa, the location where you would be able to view the zoning information of a specific address is what we call GeoOttawa. So I'm going to Google that, and it brings me to the link. So this is GeoOttawa. It shows the map of basically the entire city.
So, sis, if I were in Edmonton and I don't know what the website is called, I would go and look and Google zoning map Edmonton, for example, or zoning map Winnipeg, whatever, because I don't know the name of the tool.
What it's called?
Ottawa, it's called GeoOttawa. Yeah.
Yep. So in this scenario, I'm going to use one of our projects address. So I'll put the address. (342) Queen Mary Street, and there we have it. It pops up where 342 Queen Mary Street is. So I'm zooming in so that I can see well where 342 is. Okay, so this is 342 Queen Mary. In our case, we bought 4 lots. Okay, so 342, 344, 346, and 348. Luckily, they're all side by side. So these are the 4 lots that we bought. So now I want to see, I see that this property 342 is available for sale. How do I know what I can build on 342? On the right-hand side here, you can see some legends, some icons here. And now I'm going to click on the one that says layer list because I want to be able to see the zoning of 342 Queen Mary Street. I want to be able to view what I can build or what is allowed by the city on that lot. So if I click that now, so you can see the multiple list of layers of things that the city would show me, the city of Ottawa have provided in their website to show me for this particular address. So if I click on the zoning, now I have the zoning information of this area, and usually the entire street will have the same zoning, right, sis? I think usually
most likely.
the entire,
However, we do check per lot, our lot that is of interest for us. Yes.
Yeah. So now with me clicking the zoning, I'm able to see what the zoning for that street is. And it's the R4UC, and it's like, that's Arabic. What? Not. Anyways, whatever. What does that
Arabic
mean?
You don't understand.
Not Arabic. It's a language that I don't understand. So how do I even know what this thing mean? As you can see, it shows a link to the bylaw. Again, a resource by the city of Ottawa. So I would click that. But before we click that, let's see what else is shown to me in this layers. What else can the city show me about this area? The zoning resource. Oh, do I need anything here? Maybe not. Now I don't understand. Let's remove that. The property parcel. Oh, what is that? Okay. So let's go to 338, 34, and 340, for example. Each lot has one property parcel. It has one lot parcel on it. And that's the dot. Those red dots means there's only one property.
Yeah, one unit, sis. One
unit on each of those lots. But when you come to 342, 344, 46, and 48. Now it shows 6 units per lot. Okay. That's because this lot, because of NCTL Group, has gone through a series of application already with the city, and it's been approved for those 6 units per lot.
It's actually under construction. Yeah.
Yep. And that's why it's showing 6 dots, 6 red dots. So if 340 were to submit an application to the city as well and say, oh, I would love 6 units on my lot too, they go through the application process with the city, blah, 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 blah. Then once approved, they will get their own 6 dots as well. So I just wanted to, explain those two differences. Okay. What else do I want to see? Anyways, there are so many things here. If you wanted to see what else is in that street. So back to the zoning, which is the topic of tonight. So the R4UC. Now I want to see what that means, and I want to see what the zoning would allow for me to put on 342 Queen Mary Street with the R4UC zoning.
By the way, with the new zoning bylaw, those naming of R4UC are going to become N, N1, N2, N3, N4. I think it's up to N6. So it's going to change. But again, the concept will stay the same.
Okay, here we go. Click the link. Oh, wow. Look, it's a whole document. How do I know now what my R4UC means? Okay. So for quick, get into it because we have another 5-ish minute. You can search, control search. You can search for that specific zoning. So R4UC. Oh, okay. Maybe not.
No, you're already there, sis. Actually, when you click on that bylaw, you can see directly
so
permitted use. You're already there because you clicked on it's a shortcut, right?
Oh, yeah, because it's the link from the GeoOttawa.
Yeah, you already have
not that I have
use.
the entire. Not that I have the entire bylaw from the city. Okay, so what can I do with my R4? What does even R4 means? It's already explained. Residential 4th density zone. What can you do in that zoning? Different options here. What are the permitted uses in an R4 zone? What types of units, what type of building can you build in an R4 zoning listed here? An apartment building, a duplex, a group home, rooming house, different options. In our case, it was a townhouse dwelling for us with those dots that you saw. It's a townhouse concept that we use for our 6 units on the 342 Queen Mary lot.
And sis, go back, please. Up. You will note how near each permitted use there is a comment. See part section is because for each permitted use, there are certain conditions to meet. And you have to make sure that you are meeting that condition for that permitted use. And that's where you can go really quick into a rabbit hole with those. And the use of a professional planner here will definitely make it more efficient. Yeah. But this is for you quickly looking at, okay, what is the possibility for me to even start, considering the lot, right? Says this is our use case. Yeah.
And when you start to get into those cases where you're like, oh, it looks like my lot, this land or this building that I'm looking at that has the land potential It looks like it permits me to put a low-rise apartment or
Yeah.
a series of townhouses. Maybe I should go speak to a professional now. Maybe I should go talk to an urban planner now.
Yeah.
They would have a consultation with you, and from there you would know if you should really pursue this. And then you enter the land development rabbit hole
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to go to the table
Yes.
here. Okay. Sis, you can see that table very well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zoom in a little. Yeah. Perfect. That's good now. Yeah.
Okay. So remember I was saying for us, we went with the townhouse option. However, it listed again the different uses, the different option that an R4 would be. So there would be an R4A, which is a subzone. Remember, in our case, it was a R4UC. R4UC. We're still at R4A. So we're going all the way to R4U. Oh, here we go. R4U. You see. Okay, R4UC. Let's go. Here. So R4UC. There is, it didn't list any prohibited uses for this lot. However, it listed the different types of dwellings that are permitted, the same thing that was basically listed on that first page, but ones that are specific to the subzone, the UC subzone, which is for our 342 Queen Mary Street lot. So if we go to the townhouse option that we were talking about, so you see for a townhouse, now the city is telling me those criteria that I need to meet in order for me to build townhouses on my 342 lot. So my lot width needs to be 4.5 meters.
Minimum. Yeah.
Minimum. My lot area needs to be 135 square meter minimum. So basically the different criteria, and these will be the things that you would check either on the GeoOttawa or with the planner, if you want a professional to be looking at this with you. And if you wanted to go now in the low-rise apartment option, does it meet these criteria? If you wanted to do a different low-rise option, 9 units or more, does it meet this criteria? If you're planning to do a planned unit development, all of that. So these are basically the quick analysis that we would do on our side and then move forward to talking to a professional, so an urban planner in our case, first to confirm and even dig deeper for us on the best use of the land that we found that has that potential.
Yeah.
Anything else that we want to add here? I think
that's mainly it. That's mainly it.
Yep.
This is a like I said at the beginning, it's a 10-minute check. You get an address like we had 342 Queen Mary Street, for example. You input that address in GeoOttawa. It will give you the zoning, and you can find even the parcel. Because sis, can you show them how you can find the parcel, the property parcel, that square meter for the lot size? Yeah. Yeah, I think you'll have it. So if you click on the arrow, no, you already have it here. The arrow, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
no,
that arrow.
I want to stay on. Okay, I'll just use 346 and 48.
Yeah. Property parcel geometry, yeah. The geometry.
One sec. So
Yeah.
this is for 348.
Yeah. So you see the total area there at the bottom.
So these requirements here. So the minimum lot width area, the minimum lot width, the minimum lot area that you would need.
Yeah.
Is here.
Yeah. So, for example, you could see that this is 348. The total area is 282.44 square meter based on that parcel geometry. So, just looking at that, you see that we are higher than 135 square meter that was required from that bylaw. So, that's a permitted use that you could consider. And I say could consider because, again, there are multiple variables, multiple criteria that you will consider. Like for us, we said we want to know at least if we can include those affordable units. So do we have enough space to build enough units so that we can have those affordable units in terms of financial viability and also the neighborhood area, like we said. So this is how you can use the zoning bylaw quickly in 10 minutes to check if that property that you saw for sale in online, realtor.ca or just a street sign, is it worth pursuing? Is it worth calculating that maximum offer price that we talked about in the previous episodes? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing now.
I think that's it, sis. It was a quick 101 on zoning.
Yeah. And the city website is really, I think it's very accessible. There's a lot of information on there, and you can even reach out to the city. In fact, if you find a land that you think has a potential based on this quick check, you can reach out to the city directly and talk to someone, talk to the city planner. They will speak with you and give you their opinion. Keep in mind, it doesn't approve anything. It may not mean that would be what you can do to the lot, whatever. However, you need to then, once you've spoken to the city planner, if someone is available, you need to then speak to actual urban planners that will be able to put together an application and whatever you need to do at the city level. You'll be able to consult with them and hire them to do the actual job.
Amazing. Thank you, sis.
Okie dokie.
That was it for tonight. We hope you guys got some value, and we will see you again in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, in March.
Already March.
Yeah,
eh?
I think we'll be in March already.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So in 2 weeks, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, and feel free to reach out to us. We are in all platforms, social media platform.
We are on Instagram, LinkedIn. And remember, we have YouTube now. So remember to like,
subscribe,
share, and subscribe.
Excellent.
Yep.
Good night, everyone. God bless you.
Good night. God bless. Bye.